We all have pain, we all have sorrows, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me, we are not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Swallow your pride. If I have pain, you need to borrow, for no one can fill those of your needs that you won't let. Lean on me, we are not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Pride Month Diary Day 12. Now, today went to a visit to my old school to try and see if I can get a bit of a guided tour, but not to be, so I guess I'll do that tomorrow, because the advice was to just do it over if I'm going to do it by myself, just do it over weekends. Strange enough, the guy that talked to me was my last vertical group teacher. So yep, he remembered me and the things and he also shopped at my wife's old work, so he remembers that part of my life. So it's a whole new interesting journey, having to tell him, well, actually things have changed and I'm not the same person anymore. And then just filled out all my forms at Parkland's library, and then there's a JP there, so it turned out I don't need to get my birth certificate from Dad after all. That's all sorted. Next thing after that is to put the form into either Monday or Tuesday, and then check out to see my chances of studying on zero fees are, and then waiting to see if I get in. And then the stock standard walk along the beach. Yeah, everything was done really early, so I went to Littleton and chucked some darts. Second place in a row to have a blackboard that didn't have any spare chalk with it, so I just, for the second week in a row, I just played a game of around the board. For the second day in a row, I just played a quick game of around the board. Came home, well, got dressed because I thought I was going back out again, but that wasn't to be, so I'll jump in my jammies shortly and head into bed without necessarily falling asleep straight away. Topic tonight. Relationships. Most people are in one, be it a relationship or a marriage. Different types of marriages, different types of relationships, different types of sexualities. Now, what's coming out as transgender does is, it's because you've kind of come to realise that you're not your birth gender, is you've kind of like tipped everything upside down, really. You're male but now you're female, or vice versa. You're heterosexual but now you're gay, or vice versa. Unless of course you were bi/pansexual and or non-binary. which in case you swing both ways with your sexuality, or in terms of non-binary, you don't really have a gender. Those sort of really take gay or not gay, both those things will kind of really take gay or not gay out of the agenda. So my history was, I was a married guy as early, and that finished up, oh shoot, sorry guys, that finished up April last year, and then I came out. Now, I was with a woman. I have no intention of switching to guys. I intend to still be with a woman, so therefore I've gone from heterosexual guy to lesbian. I don't know what it's, I'm not in a relationship at the moment, so I don't know what that's going to be like, but it's certainly something to think about, because obviously don't have the parts of a cisgender woman, and I've done the sexual thing, and I'd rather have companionship for a relationship anyway. What that means for whatever lady I end up with, I do not know. She might already be lesbian or bi. So maybe what's between my legs might be really interesting for her. Maybe she's into guys and kind of taking a chance on me. I don't know what the story is there, but I guess one day I'm bound to find out. So, youth of New Zealand, my message to you tonight is figure out your sexuality, like what you're into, who you're into gender-wise. Maybe you're not into anyone gender-wise, maybe you're, as I said, you're bisexual or pansexual. Bisexual's both male or female, and the pans don't really care, really. From there, you just you've got to consider that you've already made that. Maybe you've already made that decision and come out and gone and flipped your gender right on its head. That's awesome, but then you've got to consider that with a relationship, you've gone and flipped however you look at that on the head as well, or on its head as well. You may be already in a relationship, so you've kind of like, say you're in the same position as me as a boy, and you've come in as a girl, but you've already got a girlfriend. You've got to understand that your beautiful heterosexual relationship has just become a lesbian relationship, and is she going to be ready for it? If you're a boy and you were gay, that then makes you heterosexual once you come out. So that's something you got to consider. Would he want to stick with you, or is he going to decide no, he's into guys and shoot off somewhere else? And the same for trans boys. When you were a girl, you're with that guy, heterosexual relationship. Heterosexual relationship, because you were a girl, you're now a boy. You were a girl and you're with that guy, and you've come out and said you're a boy, and you're still with that boy. Gay relationship. you've come out with a girl, lesbian relationship, and then you've come out and then you've come out as a boy and it's become a straight relationship. So you've got to consider that. Maybe you don't have a boyfriend or girlfriend. I've got to consider that. My next partner could be freaked out and finding something out, having that to wrap around her head. At the end of the day, if two people love each other, it shouldn't really matter. But in reality, I guess it does matter. But if two people love each other that much, and they just stick by them no matter what. So I have two trans woman friends. I don't think Julie likes being called a trans woman. I think she just prefers being called a woman. So I have two trans women that are still with their female partners. So love can conquer all if you choose to. My wife could have stayed with me, but no, she was eating a bar of it and that was all over. So now, I'm on the other end of the scale. I've got to start from scratch. So bottom line is, you're coming out as trans, you're basically flipping your relationship and how you see it, or future relationships is kind of flipped on its head. It's kind of done a 180. So just bear that in mind when you're dating. I know I've got to. I'm not really putting myself on the market just yet. I'll see how things go. Until then, I shall see you tomorrow night with another topic, if I can think of one. Night all, and happy Matariki as well.